everyone, it's Happy Mail Queen. Happy Friday to everybody. I am back to share another design team project for AlinaCraft. And I actually posted a picture on Instagram a few days ago, and I just didn't get a chance to do a video. So anyway, I wanted to share it with you guys in a little bit more detail. And so let me just go ahead and share what I created. So again, using this dancing girl doll and the vine die, I created another cute little project. Oh, and also this butterfly die right here. I think it's a flying butterfly. I will leave the links down to all the dies that I used in these projects. So I wanted to put the little girl this time in a teacup because it's so perfect for spring brunch or little tea parties, and I thought it would be really cute to put her in a teapot. So that's exactly what I did here. Isn't she adorable? I love her so much. I'm just having fun playing with this girl doll, and I basically created her very similar, except for, you know, the vines. I cut it out of this kind of a holographic paper. I want to say I think I got that paper from Walmart. I'm not sure. But again, I layered it with the vine die cut using the smaller leaf one. And isn't she so cute? And I put a little bow bling on her hair and paper pieced her dress once again, and she is double-sided, so I did put another little shirt or just another part of her dress there, and cut up another piece of her skirt. This die right here is not an AlinaCraft die, but it's a die from my stash, and it creates this cute little 3D teacup. And then what else did I do? Basically, I created the little girl, and then I put her on a stick, which is one of those lollipop or cake pop sticks that you can purchase from Hobby Lobby or Michael's. I think I want to say this one I purchased from Hobby Lobby, and it's a green stick. And to glue the stick on the bottom of the teacup, I basically layered several flowers that I actually cut out of foam, as well as designer paper and glitter paper. And I did use another AlinaCraft tiny flowers. So what I did was I cut the foam, and I did the really thick foam. I think it's maybe a 4 or 5 millimeter thickness foam. So I did 2 layers. I cut the middle part because I created a hole so that I can stick this stick in there. And I basically just created a little base by layering several flowers and putting the stick through the hole that I created in the middle. So it's just basically a bunch of stacked flowers, and that created a nice stable base, and I just basically hot glued that. So I think I have 7 layers of flowers, 2 small ones on the bottom, and then I did 3 layers of, is it 3 or 4? 1, 2, 3 layers of the larger flowers, and then 2 more layers of the smaller flowers. I hope you can see that. And I just stacked them, and that way created a little base. So it's really cute, and there's still lots of room to put any treats in there, or if you were actually having a nice garden tea party, you know, you probably need to weigh this down a little bit more so that it doesn't go flying off your table, in which case you can just put some decorative, you know, like those fake rocks or crystals, you know, those things you put inside the base. So on the bottom here, I just there's that butterfly, and once again I cut the tail off. I don't know why I keep cutting. Well, it's because I want to use this butterfly. It's so whimsical. I just love the look of it, but so far I haven't really needed the tail, so I've been cutting it off. And then I put some vines here, the leaves, and then I just used some of my flowers from my stash and I stickled it and used some more vines on the bottom. And then from my stash, I had some lace that I just put on the bottom there. So isn't it cute? I love it. I love the way she looks. I would definitely do this if I have a tea party. I haven't had any tea parties lately, so but I definitely wanted to make one of these. So that's for my first project. And then I was just playing around with I wanted to make some more embellishments. Oh, and then if you wanted to create like just a little doily base for the teacup, I basically just cut this out of that other AlinaCraft die that is the one that I just keep using over and over again because I absolutely love it. This one right here. I just cut out one of those. And yeah, that's how I would kind of display it if I was, you know, creating this for a tea party. It's like a little doily on the bottom. And then for my next project, what I did was I did use one of the small bow dies, which is not part of my design team package, but it is an AlinaCraft die. This one is part of my design team project here, and I did use the what is this one called? The doily Rosette die, I think. Sorry, I don't have all the names, but I will definitely put the links of each of the dies in the description box. But anyway, I did use this one here, and I used these two decorative edge. I didn't use this one right here because this one is, you know, had lots of hearts, and so that's maybe more for a Valentine's Day. Doesn't have to be, but anyway, I just used these two. And here are just some little embellishments that I created. So I just used one of, and you can just use your scraps, you guys. I used this decorative edge right here, this one, and I believe this one is a crown edge. And as you can see there, isn't that pretty? And then I used the tiny bow. I created the bow and then just used, oh, I put tulle on top of my paper before I cut it. I put it through, and then I just hot glued this pretty flower from my stash, and then I just did a little bit of stickling, and look at that. It's so plain, but it's so pretty. And it actually sits up, so you can actually even use this as a decorative piece if you were having a tea party. Maybe if it was indoors, because then it would definitely get knocked down easily. But you know, you can figure out how to put a little something, but it does stand up. So wouldn't this be cute to just like put on a basket, you know? Like if I didn't have this flower, you could even put it as a decorative piece for a teacup. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not even in frame. See, you can just put that in front, and it's very dimensional, so it does, but it's so pretty and dainty, and it's perfect. It's just one of those kind of projects that I like to make during spring. I think I did some fans like these, oh, I don't know, like maybe a couple of years ago, I want to say, something like that. But yeah, these are just fun, cute little embellishments. And then I made this one right here using a Maggie Holmes paper. Isn't that pretty? And this time I put a little tassel. And I'm going to show you how to make this because these are super duper easy to make, and it doesn't take up a lot of paper either. Isn't that cute? And the back just looks like that. And this one I used again, well, a different one. I used the doily edge. This one right here. Isn't that pretty? I mean, you can just use your scraps. Like I said, this one is a Prima paper I used here. So I just wanted to give you different looks. And again, I stickled the flowers. And, you know, this is a Prima flower here. These, I think, are just, these are from Michael's. I mean, you can just use whatever flowers in your stash. I did put bigger flowers because I basically wanted to glue this part down and keep this nice and open. I'll explain that to you later when I actually do a little process video for you guys. And here's another one using a Bow Bunny paper. So basically, you know, if you're creating for somebody, you're doing a specific project, I mean, you can just, you know, from your scraps, you can just create a little fan and just add it to your Happy Mail. So isn't that cute? And then here's this one right here. How adorable and dainty are these, right? It's another Michael's flower, which I think was gifted to me. So those are my little cute embellishments. I've been seeing lots of cute embellishments on YouTube, and again, I was feeling spring, you know, and I wanted to just do something, you know, dainty and pretty, and I was just thinking tea party, and yeah, so that's what I came up with. But anyway, I hope you guys like it, and I hope you try to make one. So let me go ahead and just share with you how I created these. So we're basically going to start off with a piece of cardstock measuring 2 inches by 6 inches, and go ahead and pick the decorative edge that you would like. And I just put washi tape on the back of the die just to keep them together so, you know, they don't come apart when you die cut it. Put your paper pattern side down and then run it through your die, and it cuts like butter, you guys. I only did one pass and it looks great. And then you want to just go ahead and fan fold or accordion fold. Now you want to get your glue. I like to use Nuvo or this art glitter glue, and I went ahead and used my Nuvo, and you just put a little bead of glue in the grooves on both sides and then pinch it so that the bottom part will glue together. And you just kind of want to fan it out also so that the fan will take its shape, and just wait for it to dry a little bit. And what I did with mine was after it dried, I did trim the bottom, and just to make it nice and even on the bottom. And then I also, to attach the tassel on the bottom, I created a little hole. And so I'm here marking it with my pen, just to mark it in the center. And I used my big bite to go ahead and make a hole. And I used the 1/8 inch hole setting, and just try to center it as best as you could in the middle of that bottom part. And then you really want to press hard here because you are going through several layers, but it does create the hole easily. Okay, and then you want to just go ahead and use your tassel. So put the loop in there. I just used a pair of tweezers, and then put, just before you pull the tassel tight, just put a bead of glue so that it will keep it from moving. And we're almost done. Just trimming the bottom here just to make it nice and pretty and even. And then lastly, we're just going to glue our flower on the bottom, and that will also keep the fan nice and open. And once it's dry, you can further decorate it with some stickles or your
glitterific. I'm using stickles here, and this is Stardust, my favorite stickles to use. And you could also stickle further the edges of the fan if you'd like. And that's it. Such a cute project. I hope you give it a try. This die is amazing. I love it. You can create these beautiful fans. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll talk to you later.